Got this R9 out here, and I've started a thread on a crossbow forum, cocking this bow, how to get the most accuracy out of this bow in the vertical. Now I think I'm on to something here, and I'm going to show some demonstrations. This bow right here, if my hunch is right after what I seen yesterday with my serving setup, this thing right here is a deadly accurate crossbow. Okay, now I've got the carriage on the string here, and I'm going to leave it on there. And here's what I'm going to release the string. Now this ribbon right here is hardwired to the cog in here, okay? See, when I pull and push, see, it's hardwired. Okay, so I released it. I'm gonna wind it with my fingers. Now maybe this come out in the camera here. Now watch what happens here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wind this with my fingers to right there. See, if I can wind it a little bit more. Okay, but I can't take my fingers and get back around there. So let me release it again. Okay. Again, I'm watching the tension right there. I'm straight across with them pins right there, okay? Now, I'm going to take this crank, and I'm going to crank this bow slow. Hang on a minute, let me let it back down a minute. I forgot to show you something else. Okay, let's go back like we was. Okay. You see that in the camera maybe there, okay? These two pins here straight across. Now I'm coming in from the bottom here with this crank, so the handle part is down here, okay? Handle part's at the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna crank this bow slow. Okay, clutch broke over. Okay. See where I'm at. Now the pin is straight up and down here, okay? So now I'm going to let the bow down. Okay, again I'm going to take my fingers and wind it till she comes where this thing right here is horizontal. See it there? Okay. Now I'm going to crank this bow fast. Okay. Now I'm going to let it down. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get that horizontal again. Crank her fast again. Okay. Now, one thing that I noticed seems to be working pretty good there between a slow and a fast crank. Okay, now I'm gonna let it down. All right. Okay, I'll take this again here. Get that straight across. Okay, now we're gonna crank her slow. I can crank it sort of fast, but when I get up here in the back, I'm gonna go real slow. Okay, there's the crank broke over. Okay, so now it looks good. There's only one problem. I did this exercise about 5 times before I showed you what I showed you on the video. And what I was getting is, on a slow crank, the pin was setting back over here like 1 notch, okay, like it was back this way, okay, like the bow was not cocked back. Now remember, I've done this enough now. The limbs and the string on this thing are probably getting stretched out a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna let this bow down. Now, my personal opinion, especially if this bow's been setting for a while, and this will also preserve your crank, okay? Your clutches in your cranks. Release this cable right here. Turn this right here. You'll feel the tension in it right there. Get her like that right there. You put your crank on the same every time, okay? When you crank your bow, okay, now I'm getting close to the back. Now watch the angle of this crank right here. See where I'm at right there? So when I get back here with this crank, okay, I haven't monkeyed with my clutch. I haven't spun my clutch on this thing. And look where my pin is sitting on my bow. Sitting like this, like we had a while ago in the demonstrations, but I was breaking through the clutch. Okay? But I know what I seen yesterday. I'm pretty sure I shot two 200-yard shots with one less click on that cocking, okay? Now, let's watch this right here. I ain't gonna let the bow all the way down. Okay, there she is. Okay, now let's watch this. Okay. One click, listen. 2 clicks. 3 clicks. Okay, now the handle is past horizontal there. Okay, 4 clicks. See how much angle you get per click? I don't know if you can hear that in the camera or not. Now right there's just slightly past dead center going bottom of the bow. Okay, 1 click. See there? So if I was going to shoot this bow long range, I was competing in a contest or whatever. Now this is just my personal opinion. This clutch in here, remember, temperature can affect things, and I probably got this thing a little warm inside of using it out here, okay? Do like I did. You want to really test your bow for accuracy. Now in a hunting situation, hunting closer proximity, not a big deal, but put your catch on here like this, wind this right here, like that right there, okay? Put your crank on here, and come around and just take note of where your crank comes in here, stops angle wise. So you can get to the top of your cocking cycle slow, okay? And as long as that crank is where it needs to be, then you know you're good to go, okay? It could build some consistency with this bow. I just thought I'd share this. It would be interesting to know though, speed wise, if this bow is cranked, for example, okay, right there's where she's coming when she's fully cocked evidently, okay? But what happens when it's in that position, when it's all the way back? This pin right here. That's about what 1 crank's gonna get you, okay? As far as, or 1 click. Missing 1 click in your full cranking of your bow. Some of these boys with chronographs might tell us. I don't know.